Magdalena is a larger book that covers years of work that I shot with my daughter Maggie. We have a lot of adventures across the Southwest, Hawaii, Alaska, California, New Mexico, Arizona, where we live. And I also have particular access to her because she's my daughter, so we have very unique emotional reactions during shooting that I don't necessarily get when I'm working with a fashion or art model who I only have access to for a few hours, and then they're on their way and I'm on my way. This particular book, Magdalena, the subtitle is The Relationship of a Father and Daughter as Told Through Photographs. Very specific theme idea to that book. It's a summary of years of our lives, at least particular moments in those. And when I edited this book, I made sure to pick not the photos that had the best technical execution, but the photos that had the strongest emotional resonance. And sometimes those aren't always happy emotions, but I wanted to get across something to the audience, which is what it's like to make art with a family member. And anyone who's tried this knows it's a very challenging, emotional experience. It's very rewarding, of course, and I hope that as a family we look back and say that this was a fun thing that we did together, and that it's really cool, and a lot of other people don't have this kind of work with their family members. But that's essentially what the project was about, how an artistic father and a creative daughter interacted and teamed up to create some particular kind of imagery. It's all black and white. It's all very stark because we live in the American West and we travel throughout the other parts of the West that have really epic landscapes. I was able to sort of fold a lot of that in there.
And if you look that way, there is a beautiful sunset, and the sun looks the most beautiful star.
There's very little that's urban, like cityscape. Most of the time we're out in somewhere slightly exotic, best I could do. Really proud of this particular work, and because it was a little more epic in scope with the landscapes, and I felt like there was an audience that would pay a higher price ticket for something that is like this particular work versus the stuff with the art models. I created a book that has a higher price point and had a little higher production value to it. What the book was about shaped overall production, the paper choices, whether or not it was an actual book or one of these smaller trade books that I could sell for a smaller price point. These are things we consider when we are gonna make a photo book. And if you're not sure of what your theme is, what you think you can do with the book, what your audience is, then I encourage you to just get a piece of paper out and a pencil and write all those things down. What's this book about? Who's it for? What can I do with it? When you've answered those three questions and you have a body of work that has something in the neighborhood of 50 or more photos, I think we are ready to start assembling our photo book.